disengaged.
You don't like flying, do you?
What gives you that idea?
Want to know the secret to successful space travel? After you get where you're going, take off your boots and your socks. Then you walk around on the rug barefoot, avoiding any broken glass, and make fists with your toes.
Fish with my toast?
I know, it sounds crazy. Trust me, been doing it for 5 years. Yes, sir, better than a shower and a hot cup of Hutton.
Okay.
Please be careful opening overhead lockers, as contents may have moved.
Oh,
It's okay. I'm a docker. Trust me. Been doing this for 7 years.
For your convenience and safety, pacification emplacements are active and tracked at this have authorization to be inside the docking bay. Remember, loitering is a violation.
Oh ho ho. You are right. That Ellis is a prick. I hope that he gets shot in the head or something.
Is the butch vegan friendly? Not vegan friendly. Fuck off, you will become.
Who keeps putting goddamn fish in the goddamn toaster?
Ladies and gentlemen, I congratulate each and every one of you for making this one of the greatest years in the history of the Naked Tony Corporation. I just filled up my safe with all the company's money and valuables, but I'm sure our security guard Theodore and receptionist William will be fine guarding it. God, if a team of European terrorists were to find out about it, I would die of embarrassment, and that's a hard way to die. Merry Christmas, and I hope most of you don't get killed in the next few hours. San Dimas High School football teams roar.
Are you too pregnant to fun?
Yippee-ki-yay, fucker.
Nuts. I love a good mouthful of nuts. Nuts. Oh shit, Alice, why don't you tell me it was Christmas already? Next on Knob TV, Beyond... Oh, my nuts. Oh, fuck, Alice, my nuts are loose. Grab them. My nuts, you stupid girl, grab my nuts. Now hold them tight. Right. Christmas, Christmas, Christmas. No, sorry, I've still got the taste of salty nuts in my mouth. Alice, a whiskey, if you please. Whiskey, god damn it, woman! Ah, that's better now. Christmas, a time for peace, harmony, and goodwill to all mankind, and womankind, and the other 97 genders that make up the galaxy. Beyond Dockers goes deep into the psyche of the modern 34th century Christmas, with exclusive content from the people who run the galaxy. Oh God, it's Christmas Beyond Dockers! Leave the fucking bottle, Alice.
The Milky Way. A large, expansive spiral galaxy, roughly 75,000 light-years from side to side. Home to the human race and many alien species, it swarms with activity. Every day, billions of people go to work, worship their deities, and fly off into the void. These are the daily doings of the known galaxy. This is Beyond Dockers.
The monks from the Sublime Order of Van Marnenstar are a productive bunch. Even at Christmas, the novice monks rarely take a break from producing, collecting and processing the bio-waste squeezed out by the station's 150,000 buttocks. But every year Abbot Boys puts on a lavish Christmas dinner for the senior monastics. And after the meal, he will often give them a good old pep talk. Usually, he's talking shit. Shit production, shit processing and shit collection. But this year is a little different. He's making shit up.
Brothers, pray silence, brothers. Brothers! As our Christmas feast draws to a close, it's traditional for me to say a few words to you all. This year I would actually like to thank some people. So, to accommodate this, the ritual flushing of the novice monk through the station's waste systems will take place tomorrow on Boxing Day. Remember to bring your raincoats. First of all, I would like to thank the catering staff for outdoing themselves this year and providing us with this very digestible, sumptuous feast. Now, I know you'll all be itching to get back to work, but you needn't worry about your production levels dropping because the catering staff put salmonella in the salmon starter. So you'll soon make up for lost productivity by shitting yourselves inside out. And we can give a quick round of applause for Brother Dysentrius for finding the Christmas laxative this year. What a glorious meal it was, the mountains of Brussels sprouts, vast terrains of figgy pudding and gallons of the finest monk-brewed prune wine. I'm sure many of you are feeling quite bloated, almost constipated, and couldn't possibly eat another bite. Well, brothers, nobody is leaving this fucking feasting hall until every last scrap is eaten and every last dredge drunk. The only way any of this food is leaving this room is by exiting through your arsehole. And if you're going to take your Christmas shit, please do it in the allotted toilets. We don't want a repeat of last year's mega turd ball going through the food court. Moving on to production, and you, my esteemed brothers, every year it's usually my job to tell you how shit you've been over the past year. And usually it's my pleasure to thank every one of you for literally doing a shit job. But this year you've all figuratively done a fucking shit job. The good citizens of the station have been as productive as ever, but what the fuck happened in processing? Output from processing's been down all year, and all you've done is complain about this fad for high-fibre diets. What was the one going around earlier in the year? Oh yes, the bean and green. Well, let me tell you that it produced some grade A methylated bio-waste. We were getting up to 240 credits a unit. But did I hear the good times rolling through the station? No, I got brother fucking Parters here, moaning about it being quite a sticky load and hard to fucking wipe. Not to mention all the other complaints. Albert, it's been going up the works. Albert, there's only so much we can fucking chew to break it up. Fibre. There's too much fucking fibre. Too much fucking fibre. But where's the ideas? I don't want moans, I want movements, and lots of them. I've not seen anywhere near enough movements, and certainly not enough ideas. And when you do get movement, not enough to follow through for any fucking one of you. You're all devoid of innovation, incontinence, and plagued with indigestion. I was beginning to think the mangle was looking like our only option. So I say, pray thanks to our Lord and Saviour dog. that there's at least one person in this holy fucking bio-waste gold mine that has the vision and foresight to solve the production problem. Brother Constipacious came to me one day and, well, I admit I told him to fuck off twice. But he persisted and his constant whining got to me. He told me that he had an idea. I told him to fuck off again, and I remembered his last idea for Shitworld, the theme park for bio-waste. Just the log flume alone would have bankrupted us. But no, Brother Constipacious had seen a vision from Dog. He was in deep contemplation, reminiscing on Christmas past and all the gifts he'd received from his fellow brothers. It then occurred to him that they're all shit. Everyone gets shit presents every Christmas. And then a miracle happened. Maybe we could create a product out of shit that everyone would buy. A present that everyone knew was 100% shit. He laboured day and night to design and build his new bio-waste fibre extractor and poo frame. The spinning jobby, which we also have galactic patents for. It takes all the fibre from the shit and weaves it into a luxurious creamy brown cloth. And from that fabric of the night soil was born Chunky, the 100% shit bio-waste shoot doll. Chunky, the bio-waste shoot doll, is designed to be completely irresistible to children. There's nothing a child likes more than playing with shit. Chunky is the little brother or sister that every child wanted. We don't assume gender here, isn't that right, Sister Misogynos? All those children that were flushed down the bio-waste chute, swallowed or wiped across the curtains just because their parents didn't want them, are represented by these resplendent works of art. Each one of our Chunky dolls is manufactured to be marginally different from the last, making every single fucking Chunky doll its own unique bio-waste chute doll. Each with its own defecation date and bio-waste chute number. This one here is movement number 449 from chute 33. We have a range of 4 seasonal models you can choose from. Aren't they all delightful? This one here's our new Christmas edition. Pass them around, brothers, and marvel at the magnificence of our latest innovation. Now, we're expecting this to be our most popular model of Chunky to date. If you give it a squeeze, you'll see it's got realistic bowel movements. I'll let you in on a little secret here. It wasn't supposed to do that, but Brother Staines ran out of regular stuffing and quite cleverly improvised the now standard filling, with my blessing, of course. Now, thanks to using our bio-waste as a manufacturing product, the shit isn't backing up. Production's increased and we now have a new lucrative sales channel. And with every doll having a shelf life of just 3 fucking days, we've managed to increase our overall production levels by about 127%. So, join me in raising a glass of our finest prune pain as we toast the man behind this creative masterpiece. Let us remind ourselves that only one monk had the vision, only one monk had the foresight, only one monk had the big fucking swinging balls to recognise Brother Constipacious's idea and give it the fucking go-ahead. Me, the magnificent Abbott Boys. So, please rise and charge your glasses with prune wine and raise a toast to your visionary Abbott.
The galaxy is a wide and hostile place. Any number of wrong moves could kill you, or at the very least, have your entire existence wiped out by, say, a black hole. Much like any night with your mum. habitable regions of the galaxy are often many light years apart, and enterprising commanders have built service stations along the now infamous pan-galactic neutron superhighway. Hoping to take advantage of this by parting a few commanders from their credits and filling them full of delicious alien meat is May Swallow. Her large fleet carrier, or meat carrier as she calls it, is to be flown out to the halfway mark. Her mission, to place the McThargoids where no McThargoids has been before. To create new burgers and new milkshakes, to boldly grill where no human has grilled before.
Oh, there's just so much to do. I've got the Christmas menus to be put up, the fryer needs greasing up, the grotto needs decorating ready for Mr. Brubin and that commercial to finish. Now you can superhighway your McThargoids, fried with the natural radiation of a neutron star, also introducing our new bottomless McStiffies, when your insides need to be wet and stiff all day. No, Betty, I said place the frozen stuff in the rear. Go and see the nurse and order another box of frozen sausages. Coming. Yes, can I help you?
Yeah, mate, I'm Bruce DeCock from the Federal United Cargo Corps. I'm here to fly the ship for you. Crikey, what a shit bucket. Who sold you this bag of rusty nuts? I've seen less bronze on Bondi Beach after a shark attack.
Hey, you leave Gertrude alone. She might be a bit old, but she's still in good working order. Don't listen to the nasty man, old girl. There.
Reminds me of me last Sheila. Used to slap her and bits would fall to the floor. Well, still, that's what you get if you're raising a 3G world. Right, it's going to be 15,000 credits for the first 5,000 light years, and 5,000 for each additional 1,000 light years.
Hey, I was quoted 20,000 for the whole 10,000 light year trip.
Yeah, that's before I saw this ship has the same structural integrity as a tramp's Y-Fruts. You'd have to be as mad as a koala on acid to fly this. You're on your own with this one, Sheila. More chance of flying a wombat into a tucker bag, mate.
Right, Bruce, here's the contract. I even used the code Fair Income for an extra 20% off and free fuel scooping. Oh, and where are my free magnifying specs with night vision to read your galaxy map easier?
Ah, I can see you're no bogan. Well, no worries, Sheila. 20k it is. I'll go prepare the ship for jump number 1. Can't blame a bloke for trying to grab a few more shrimps at Christmas, right?
Well, I never. It's just one thing after another. What's this now, Betty? Oh no, when I said time to make a dive into the McStiffies, I meant to move them to the cargo bay. Honestly, I'm surprised we have enough stock left after all this preparation.
Oh, good day, folks. This is your pilot, Bruce DeCock here. We're going to be travelling just under 20k light years today, so I hope you all got a toothbrush back there. If you have any loose cargo, strap that fucker down before it starts flying around like a drunken boomerang. Right, hold on to your nickel, Sheilas. Need to do a Yui here. Oi! Get out of the way, you fucking dag!
Wait, you can't set off now. Oh, Betty, not the Thargoid fingers, not now. I told you. Take one out of the packet, peel back the wrapper and insert it into the correct slot. That isn't the correct slot. No, that's not either. Look, come here. Oh, heck, I hope there's enough fuel. Oh, my word. How did you get up there, Betty? Come down at once.
G'day, Bruces and Sheilas. We are experiencing some motion problems, mainly in the forward axis. The bloody Sheila didn't fill the kite up, so we are as dry as a billabong here.
Oh, well then, that's great. Just great. I've not even got recovery insurance. What's that, Betty? Use the burgers? Let me work that one out. One large McThargoid, that's 800 calories. 1 horsepower is 745 watts. Times that by pi. No, the other pi, Betty, the one that comes with the meal deal. Convert to joules, and remember, Altimas constant. Add that. I need 1500 horses to power the jump drive. Add in the pickle and mayo, new tomatoes and a napkin. Equals 484 burgers per hour, including buns. Betty, you're a genius. Get me Bruce.
G'day, Sheila. What can I do for you? We suck. Want me to call the fuel rates?
No, I want you to put on that apron and the hat and get frying. There is one way out of here. You're going to stand in the kitchen and you're going to feed burgers directly into the fuel scoop. 8 burgers a minute should do it.
Have you got a few wallabies loose in your paddock there, Sheila? I'm the pilot. I don't fry.
Well, boyo, if you don't start filling up the empty valleys, Betty here is going to warm up the poker and we're going to throw another daffodil in the popty ping. So if you don't want your rarebits shaken by the leak, you fry 650.82 burgers an hour till we're back in the land of our fathers.
And here I thought the Welsh had nothing to offer besides consonants.
Commander Firmcheeks is flying home for Christmas, with a cargo hold full of presents, while other lesser men are scurrying about at the last minute to get their loved ones a special gift, or really anything at all. Firmcheeks has planned ahead. This year, all the kids have their hearts set on getting bio-waste shoot doll, and despite being rarer than a solid bowel movement after a McThargoids, Firmcheeks has managed to get hold of one for his little darlings to play with. These dolls are so hard to get hold of that stressed parents will lie, steal, cheat, and even kill to get one.
I'm flying home for Christmas. Oh, I can't wait to see those faces. I'm flying home for Christmas, yeah. Well, I'm moving down the well. And it's been so long, but I will be there. I sing this song to pass the time away, flying in my ship, flying home for Christmas.
So the rumours are true. I've come a long way for what's in your hold.
My hold?
Cargo hold.
I don't want any trouble. Look, I'm gesting 20 tons of low temperature diamonds. It's all I've got.
It's not your diamonds I want.
Oh, please, no, not the fate worse than death.
That's right. I want your bio-waste shoot doll. I've not been able to get one anywhere, and my little girl is going to cause mayhem if I don't get her one.
You can't have it. If my girl doesn't get one in her stocking, that really will be a fate worse than death. How about I squeeze one out and make you a homemade one? Everyone loves a homemade present, right?
This is what's going to happen, Commander Firmcheeks. You're going to unload your cargo, and then I'm going to come on your ship and unload something of mine in your Firmcheeks.
You can't, you mustn't. I only paid for tier 6 of the Dockers Kickstarter. I don't qualify for the nice sex act.
Oh yes, you're right. I'll just rough you up a bit.
Stand and deliver, you cargo of your wife.
Who the fuck are you?
I'm the really bad and terrible pirate who's going to take that garbage shoot doll, if you don't mind. Thank you very much.
A really bad and terrible pirate? I think you must be the worst pirate I've ever seen.
Well, thank you. I'm really bad. Now you have 15 seconds to give me that doll, or I'm gonna shiver your timbers.
You'd better do what he says, Firmcheeks. He's got a second-hand sidewinder with rented pulse lasers. Do you know what a railgun is?
That's a gun. On a train.
A railgun is what I'm pointing at you right now.
Where's the train? I don't believe you.
It's a fucking great gun. It'll go right through you and your ship like a really bad dose of the shits. It's attached to Ferdinand, One of the most formidable...
I knew I'd find you in all that tasty cargo.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
Hold on. I know you. You're Karen from accounts.
No, I'm not. I'm a scary pirate.
You can't fool me. That's just a fake beard.
No, it's not. It's a real beard. And I'm going to ball you up if you don't give me that garbage chute doll.
Fuck off, Karen. You're not having it.
Shut the fuck up. I am the Dread Pirate, and you are just worthless.
Rude. Still, I need help with my taxes. Federal codes are so difficult.
This is what is going to happen. Fem Cheeks is going to hand me over that garbage chute doll. I'm going to fuck off home and put it under the tree, and if any of you try to stop me, I'm going to ram this ship so far up your asses that your proctologists will be able to cave dive in them. Is that fucking clear? Any questions?
Well, yes, actually. Can I write this interdiction off as a professional expenditure? I'll need a receipt.
I still want first dibs on those firm cheeks. Ha 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 ha.
Look, I'm not Karen from accounts. I'm Sarah from the post room. Right, now Fem Cheeks, hand over the... Where the fuck did he go?
The sneaky bugger just slipped off. Well, that's just typical. I'm no getting a receipt now.
What am I going to do now?
There's nowhere open to buy presents at this time of night on Christmas Eve.
Oh, call the fuel rats. Looks like everyone's getting limpets for Christmas this year. Arr.
Oi, where's that narrator gone? What do you mean for shit? It's the middle of the show. Why didn't he go earlier? Is it going to be long? He took the Sunday Times and a supplement? Great. Well, there's only one thing for it. I'm going to have to inflate the emergency comedy narrator.
Please state the nature of your narrating emergency.
Oh, for fuck's sake, can they not find another design? They could have at least made it female. How am I supposed to know when I've inflated this overinflated thing?
Look, if you're going to insult me, I'd rather be turned off. Well, just seeing you turn me off, but you know what I mean. Remember to deflate me after use. Hey, don't overfill.
Oh, bugger. Activate the second emergency narrator.
Please state the nature of your narrating emergency. Oh my, what happened to him? Oh, I might have guessed you'd murder me. Well, that's unfortunate. I'm not hanging around here while you play Pop Goes the Narrator. I'm supposed to be inflated correctly and not used for trivial purposes.
I don't remember filling you with hot air. No. We have an actual narrating emergency. Our regular guy's gone making his own Bioway shoot doll. We don't have time to hang around. Here, read this, and you can get on with whatever it is that you do, and I can get on with the show.
Christmas has long been a tough, painful period for customs officers, and not just the female ones, with everyone wanting to get their hands on the latest fads and trends, however illegal they may be in that system. Finn Gerin knows the customs trade inside and out, but mainly inside. He's taken time out of his busy schedule to provide us with the internal workings of the service over the Christmas period. Oh God, it's just going to be 30 minutes of colon, isn't it? We join Finn as he suspects something.
Get down, Willie.
Yes, call your dog off. I don't know what you're thinking, but it's wrong. I'm not carrying anything illegal.
My dog is called Spot. I'm just a bit overexcited. It was becoming a rather boring Christmas until you stepped out of your ship.
This is a persecution just because my name is Don't Trust Me. You have it in for all of the Dons in this galaxy. You want me to pay a ridiculous fine, you capitalist pig dog.
No, we just saw you walking like John Wayne with hemorrhoids, and Spot here can smell mischief from the other side of the system.
Oh, now because I have Game Alarco, how you say, bow legs, that gives you a reason to pull me over and insult me. Check it all, you'll find nothing. I spit on your Borghese propaganda.
Oh well, that's the consent taken care of. Step this way. Both hands on the table in front. No, further apart. Further. I'm just going to pop this glove on and remove your trousers. This might feel a bit cold.
Ah! What the fuck?
That's not a bit cold. That's like having a dry ice shoved up my arse.
Oh, well done. It usually takes 3 guesses to guess the lube we're using today. Yes, it's dry ice. It solidifies everything and makes it much easier to extract.
Oh, hey, why can't I feel 2 hands on my shoulders?
Don't worry. It's our new auto-searcher. I just need to hold you steady, sir. Just let the robot do its job. Oh, now, dear, what have we here?
I don't know what you are talking about. I've done nothing.
Nothing? Then why? Just bend over a little more. Is there a Bioshoot waste doll in your rectum?
A what? I've never even seen such a thing. I don't know what you're talking about.
Come. I wasn't born yesterday. Hottest trend in the galaxy. Illegal in Barnard Star due to high biowaste concentrations. Smuggling them in for profit.
Hey up, Finn. What's going on? I got a copy of that biowaste bondage you wanted. I don't know how you get off on that stuff. It's pure filth.
Shh. Not now. We're filming. Hey, yeah. My colleague likes to play practical jokes. All a bit of fun.
Who are you talking to? Well, I can't find any copies of Furry Fossils 5 for you. Are you sure it's out yet? Anyway, me and Doug are having a bit of a party later. Doug's got that onion head you found. It should be a fun night.
Ho. Very good, Jack. Fuck off, you'll get us all in deep shit.
Oh, filming? Yeah. Oh god. Shit. Yeah, well, it's just a bit of customs fun, innit? Right, Finn, what do we have here?
I think we've got away with that, Jack. And what do you mean, of course? Furry Fossils 5 is out. Yes, Jack. Well, I called you here because I need an analysis of this biowaste shoot doll.
Oh, mate, nice one. I've been looking all over for one of them. Sorry. Yeah, well, we had a bit of a tip-off. Someone was smuggling them in.
Not a chance in hell, Jack. I found it. You know the rules. Fist dibs and all that. Yes, it's a very serious crime. But we do have to be sure it is indeed a Class A biowaste shoot doll.
Right, well, let's run the scan now then. Oh no, that's a shame.
Oh? What is it?
Oh well, it's not a biowaste shoot doll. Well, you can keep it, Finn. It's not a genuine model. Although those eyes are really good.
What? Let me see that. Oh, well. You're free to go, sir.
This isn't the last you'll hear of me. I have lawyers. I will take you for every penny you have. Why do you think I have this work? Overzealous customs officers. That's how.
Well, I can only apologise, sir, and please take as many cocks as you can hold. There's not many people who can shit out a lifelike doll with sweet corn for eyes.
Every year, the citizens of the galaxy like to take time out of their busy schedule of murdering innocent commanders, pirating their ships and pillaging their partners. The tradition known in early civilization as Christmas has long been a contentious time. Although long established that Christmas occurs sometime in December, nobody in the galaxy knows exactly when that is, mainly due to rampant commercialization starting in the 20th century. 14 centuries later, and you can find Christmas decorations in the shops the day after Valentine's Day. David Brubin and his assistant Michel Boots have noticed that Christmas hasn't been celebrated on Barnard Station in over 3 years, and consequently, the Federation has provided them with less than adequate funds to put on an average-sized celebration. We join David as he plans the celebrations.
Christmas, Michelle! What do you know about Christmas? All I know is that's when they make the best jumpers. We've been mandated one by the Federation, and we have to take it within the next 4 weeks.
Well, your festiveness. When I was growing up, we used to tie a large bird's legs together and fill it with fat sausages. Then we would top it off with a lovely white sauce and sweet corn.
Sounds like the sort of thing you'd see down the local Wotherspoons.
Yes, Galnet isn't the show it used to be. I'm sorry, your inquisitiveness. I really don't have a grasp on the Christmas period.
Well, one thing I do know, Michel, is that there are a lot of credits to be made during the period. Wolf 359 had a 4-week Christmas last year, and now that imbecile Chris Bobbets is flying around in a gold anaconda.
I am pretty sure that the meaning of Christmas isn't supposed to be credit-based, Your Excellency.
Nonsense, Michel! What's the point of public holidays? Credits! Well, as we both have no clue, the Federation have provided us with a handy list for a standard Federation Christmas. It's a 12-day Christmas, but it fits everything in that a good Christmas should be, Michel.
Well, I'm sure the Federation knows best. What do they suggest, Your Magnificence?
Well, it says here you can't have a Christmas if it doesn't look like a Christmas. But that's where you came in, Michel. It doesn't say what a Christmas should look like.
It says see the appendix for further information.
Yes, but I had mine removed age 14, Michel. It's not very helpful. I think Mother has it in a jar somewhere.
Look, there are pictures on the back of the pamphlet from a 21st century traditional Christmas.
They should mention that in the text. I've been flailing around like a Prime Minister on Sol. Let me see that, Michel. Ah, yes. A tree covered with Thargoid entrails and a baby Thargoid on top with a branch shoved up its arse.
I think that's supposed to be a star, Your Highness. And the entrails look a bit glittery to me.
Looks like a baby Thargoid to me. Stars don't look like that. Wrong shape.
I don't think they had access to a baby Thargoid in the 21st century, Your Creativeness.
Well, I'll leave it to you, Michel, to get a tree sorted, and I want the glitteriest entrails you can find. I don't know where you're going to find a star that small, though. Maybe near the Galactic Center?
Well, it says here you can use something personal to you. This could be a star or angel or... It was only a suggestion, Your Magnificence.
No, stick a mug on top, Michel. I'm not forking out for that hanky taxi to Colonia again. And it went for a cruise round the outer galaxy. I end up stuck on a rock with May Swallow hand-wafting tritium into her large hold. No, a lovely mug would be just perfect, perched on top.
Who's that fat guy in every picture?
Ah, this is something I do know, Michel. Every Christmas has someone called Satan Clare, who comes down people's chimneys. Seems a little perverted to me, Michel. Says here that due to the lack of chimneys, presents are usually given to worthy children. He's a jolly fellow with a beard, so that's me, isn't it, Michel?
Well, yes, it is your Christmas nest.
Good, which is why I want you to dress up as a shelf.
A shelf?
It says here Satan is accompanied by his helper shelves. Well, I'm going to need somewhere to put all the presents, so I've got you a shelf costume.
I think that says she-elves, Your Excellency.
Oh, bugger, you're right, Michel. But I've got the costume now. Well, that's a lesson learned for next time. Still, what do you think of my costume, Michel? I do love the horns and tail.
Another Christmas tradition still observed in 3307 is the Christmas dinner. Often dry and covered in gravy, Dr. Arcanon has once again delegated the Christmas dinner preparations to someone renowned for his dreadful cooking, burning the ingredients, overstuffing the bird, and sometimes a single dropped potato will make it all the way through the hull of the Gnosis. Although this is quite handy if your mother-in-law is around at the time.
Landing successful. Ground crew are on the way. Welcome to Cannon Research Vessel, Gnosis.
Hello.
Yeah, hello, fool.
Ah, Dr. Arcanon.
How are you getting on with the Christmas preparations?
I haven't settled on a menu yet, but I'm experimenting with Cactoida piperatis.
No. I don't want to eat any of your exobiological experiments. I want a traditional dinner.
Some things that would go down well back home in the old country.
I do have an enormous cock.
Have you gone completely mad? I have no interest in the size of your genitals. Get a grip, man.
Please calm down, Dr. Arcannon. I was just suggesting that we could eat my cock. I've been working on it for ages and it's very big now.
Stark raving mad? I'm going to have you locked up for your own safety.
No, Dr. Arcannon, you must understand me. I'm not talking about my penis. That's barely even average length. No, to be honest, I haven't even seen it in 4 years. I'm talking about my enormous experimental cock. Why don't you come down to the milking sheds and I can show it to you?
I'm going to hang up now and call the security. This has gone on far enough.
No, Dr. Arcannon. It's a new experimental rooster I've been breeding for the avian cheese program.
Oh, I thought you were talking about your Schneidel. A new experimental cock, you say? Very well, I shall meet you at the milking sheds in 10 minutes.
Christmas is a time of maximum security for all the stations that celebrate it. The more criminal elements of the galaxy like to use this time to cause maximum impact for their hostile activities. Hans Supp has been there and seen it all in his many years as Federation security officer. So, with his privates in hand, he's rounding up all the likely suspects in the local sector. But rumour has it that there's a Rouge Santa. Hang on, shouldn't that say Rogue Santa? No, Ginger. This makes sense now. Well, we join Hans squeezing out the little shits with his faithful number 2.
Right, sir. I brought all the terrorists like you are, sir, and this is the only one in the sector.
A terrorist? Number 2. Why isn't he chained to the wall with electrodes on his bullocks and a ball gag in his mouth? And why is he so fucking hairy?
Well, it's been a struggle to get him to understand anything we've said to him. He keeps sniffing the arses of all the people I send to interrogate him. It's very unsettling.
Well, I think he'd understand my truncheon shoved several meters up his rectum. Number 2.
Sir?
Why is there a big slobbering dog in here? It keeps looking at me like I'm a large chewy toy.
Well, you see, that's the problem. He isn't terrorist. The dog is.
The dog's a terrorist? Who's a bad boy? Who? Yes, you. Bad boy. Bad. Who's this peasant then?
That's his hearing human.
Well, then just interrogate him then. Fuck's sake, number 2. You have less thought process than a Kate Russell novel.
That's our second problem. He's trained to only obey the dog's commands. I've tried telling him to sit and wait here. He's just not obeying me.
So, what terrorist activities is this dog capable of?
Well, he's already tried to waterboard number 12. Not to mention the dirty protest 34 to clean up. Then there's the nanofibers. Each one could contain a radio transmitter and enough explosives to punch a hole right through this station. I got your seaman out to help remove them, but he keeps producing more.
Waterboarding? Nanofibers? What, this is worse than I assumed, number 2. Is there anything you've tried that's actually worked?
He does like sausages, but the hearing human keeps picking them up when I throw them on the floor.
I think we need to separate the two. I'll take the dog, you take his human, and put them in the cells. I will interrogate this terrorist personally, number 2. I have a selection of unique skills designed for just this sort of situation.
Shall I get the cart, sir? I do love it when you use the cart.
Yes, number 2. I think, as it's Christmas, we'll use the cart.
Yay, the cart!
Settle down, number 2. We're going to need all the tools at our disposal. I need to change out of this uniform into something less absorbent. Bring the suspect to me in 10 minutes, number 2. We'll show him who's a naughty boy. Yes, me. I'm a naughty boy. Yes, I am. Right. I'm going to take a shower. Whilst I'm in there, you get the FFO Screw-O-Matic and the Serious Expunginator ready. If you want to tickle him a bit with the hack-hole granny wand, go ahead.
I have no idea what any of those things are, sir.
What? Not even the granny wand? What do I pay you for, number 2?
There is pay in this job. Just because I'm a Federation security agent doesn't mean I know anything about this job.
This is an observation I've made for myself, number 2. Now hand me a towel. You know what that is, right? What was that?
Sir, it's the hearing human. He's escaped. All hands on deck.
It already was, number 2.
Cannon's scientists produced the galaxy's most unpopular cheese aboard their megaship, the Gnosis. Gnosis avian cheese is made by milking genetically engineered roosters, which have been given injections of prolactin and oxytocin hormones. They make it for the benefit of the galaxy. The galaxy has asked them to stop. Twice. Oh, fiddlesticks. I'm sorry, I have to express myself. I've had too much Christmas cheese, and now I'm starting to lactate. Alice! The bottle, Alice! The bottle! No, not the whiskey! Damn it, girl! Oh, this is precious man milk we're dribbling into the carpet here.
Well, fool, let me see your cock then.
Just through here.
Mein Gott, it's monstrous.
I knew you would be impressed.
Those tits, they're huge. I've never seen such large nipples.
We're experimenting with making the rooster's breasts larger so that we could increase milk production. This does mean that we'll get a lot more breast meat than a traditional cock, so it'll be ideal for Christmas dinner.
Why does it have 4 legs? Don't roosters traditionally have 2?
Well, we discovered there was a limit to how big we could make the breasts before the chickens toppled over, so we engineered an additional pair of legs. All the more for Christmas dinner, eh?
Well, you are full of surprises. I think this would be perfect for Christmas dinner. I do hope you are going to cover your sprouts with cheesy sauce.
Oh, don't be disgusting.
Explorers head out into the deep black void of space every day much, hunting for Earth-like planets, the final frontiers, seeking out new life and civilizations to boldly go where no one has... Oh, come on, I have the music and everything. Well, anyway, the easy part is discovering the planets, having a bong, and then delivering all that juicy data back to civilization. But what happens then? Well, people like Willie Stroker and Fanny Longburn get their hands on the data, and before you can say first discovery, they're packing into their asp and heading to wild and wonderful places to catalogue all the wild and wonderful new species they find.
You join us here today in the middle of nowhere, mainly because my assistant and also my fiancée, Fanny Longburn, unplugged the Navicom while having a beauty weekend. We're 5,000 light years from home, but Fanny's eyebrows have never looked better.
You best not be blaming all this shit on me in there, Willie Stroker. It wasn't my idea to head off into the middle of the Greek alphabet, 5,000 light years from the nearest nail salon. I suggested we have Christmas vacation on Epsilon Indi. But no, you had to leave for fuck knows where the moment you heard there might be a hammerhead lemming and a queefing quail.
It's a quaint quail. It's only 3 inches high and lays its eggs inside a pouch, making it one of the only marsupials with feathers in the galaxy. And the hammerhead lemming is supposed to have evolved from constantly crashing into the ground. It could be useful information on how to build safer ships. It's all very exciting stuff.
Ugh, sorry, I nodded off. Well, as long as you don't expect me to go anywhere near an ocean or traverse a dick-filled jungle.
No, this is a frozen wasteland with occasional patches of open water, which makes it even more exciting as to why and how life has evolved to deal with the environment.
Oh, fucking great. Cold. I hate the cold. Numb fingers, cold sores, stiff nipples and frozen lips, and that's not just the ones on my face. We could have had 14 days, all-inclusive, in a 5-star resort, with 3 suns beating down for the perfect tan. Now you're telling me I'm going to be snapping my piss off every time I go to the toilet?
It'll all be worth it when we get all the first discoveries. I'm sure we can have that vacation when we get back. You'll have many more credits to spend.
I don't think you understand all-inclusive. I remember your idea of an 1830s holiday was to dress up as Napoleon and reenact the Battle of Waterloo.
I didn't hear you complaining at the time, Josephine. Especially when I smashed through your Hougoumont.
Well, it still doesn't change the fact that we're lost. We can't even call the fuel rats because you can't say to the nearest 500 light years what part of the galaxy we're in right now. Some Christmas this is turning into.
Well, if you hadn't unplugged the Navicom, I wouldn't be trying to find a known star for recalibration, would I? This stupid thing thinks we're somewhere in Andromeda at the moment.
So we're going to float around here for the rest of our lives, jumping from star to star, hoping that the next jump will be the jump home?
I've heard that before somewhere. No, I just need to find a nebula or something well known. That's why I'm heading to this Earth-like planet. I'm hoping if we scan it, we can match the composition to something in our catalogue database.
You know for once, that isn't a terrible idea.
You'll have to go down there to take a reading. It's mainly jungle and ocean.
You can fuck right off then. Worst idea you've ever had, Willie Stroker. How about you go down there for once and get your body pulled like a cracker? Give me something to celebrate at Christmas time.
I thought you'd say that, so that's why we're heading for one of the polar regions. You only need to take a few composition readings. You don't even have to touch any animals, film any creatures, or, God forbid, eliminate any species. Besides, you've prepared for the cold. Go down, scan the planet, and come back. That's it.
Just scan?
Just scan.
Fine. But you're making dinner tonight. I want all the trimmings. Turkey, roasties, and loads of bread sauce.
Right, it's negative 65 Celsius out there, so I'm not expecting much in the way of life. If you do come across anything, try and scan it, and then try and leave it alone. Remember what I said?
Yeah, scan, leave things alone, try not to pee.
I will, of course, monitor everything from here, from your camera feed.
Right, I'm stepping out now. Fuck me, it's cold. My tits are freezing off. Oh, that really chafes on the nipples. It's making my eyes water. Oh, great. Now my eyes have iced over. Colder than an Eskimo's ball bag out here.
Press the heated suit button on your wrist.
This one?
It's the one that looks like a penis in a blanket.
Oh, that's better. Toasty on the old buttocks.
That wasn't the heated suit, actually. That was the rear retro thrusters.
Ah! Oh, fuck. Where's the fucking ground? Where's the ground? Hey, wait. I see a ship from up here. It looks like it's crashed about 4 clicks away.
Oh, well, maybe not such a big mistake. We can calibrate our Navcon from their databanks instead of waiting days for a composition analysis. Head over that way, Fanny. Maybe land first. Oh, you have? Oh, your fuel ran out. Okay. When you've quite finished lying around, head east.
How much further is it, for fuck's sake? I can feel my sweat dripping down my back and freezing in my arse crack. Every so often, a piece of the arse glacier breaks off and slides into my boots. I've been paddling around in arse sweat for the last 2 kilometres.
Well, that's an image I'm not shifting easily, but it's just over that next ridge.
Well, that's a ship I've never seen before. Looks like some kind of alien farm ship.
It certainly isn't human. Well, human design. Well, none I've ever seen.
Well, let's get the fuck out of here before anything happens.
We still need to get data.
Oh no, I've seen this movie. Crashed alien ship, frozen wasteland miles from anywhere. If I go in there, I'm going to have my tits sucked out through my vagina. But not before some weird 20-penised plankton impregnates me and I have baby snot crawling out of my nostrils.
I really don't know where you get these fantastical ideas from. It's obviously abandoned. It looks like it's been there for centuries. Besides, I'm here. What's the worst that could happen?
Well, I'm definitely not going in that fucking ship now you've said that.
Not even for an all-inclusive spa holiday to the luxury world of Turd Woo?
Ooh.
It's where all the big stars go. Susan Boyles, Max Uranus, and your crush, Buck Naked. Quaffing glasses of platinum gin on the blue sand. Full slave service.
Where's the entrance?
It's just in front of you. It appears to be breached.
Well, if I get my face ripped off and violated, I'm going to sue you for every penny you have. And just be aware of that, Willie Stroker.
It'll be fine. You're just getting anxiety over nothing. If there were any life signs in there, your suit would have picked them up by now.
Any known life signs? I've been working with you for years now. I know how this works. You get nothing. 3 foot, pointy tentacles, sucking on your tits. 3 minutes later, when you've scanned it, you find out if it's deadly or not. Usually, you die before the scan is complete.
We've got thousands of anti-venom in the hold. You're not going to die.
Well, the ship appears to be made of some metal alloy. I don't know what it is, but it goes ding when you hit it. Scanner is useless in here. It doesn't know what any of this stuff is. This looks like some storage pods. I think that over there is a toilet. That looks like a dead alien. And that thing there by the cockpit door is moving?
What thing?
It's fucking moving!
Oh, calm down. It's probably just something you kicked.
Oh, I kicked it all right. It's smeared on the cockpit window if you want to take a closer look.
It could have been harmless.
I didn't fancy waiting 3 minutes to find out.
Well, you never scanned it, so as far as the galaxy's concerned, it never existed. Have you found anything that'll help us get out of here?
No. But that's mainly because I don't understand what triangle, strange fork with a penis, square with a harp, the letter K being buggered by the letter P means.
I'll run it through the universal translator. It might pop up with something.
What the fuck was that?
What?
I don't care anymore. This place is giving me the heebie-jeebies.
Wait!
I'm coming back.
Wait! That box there, with the squiggles on, is navigation. You can download the info into a suit. Should only take a few minutes.
Okay. Downloading now. No! He's got 20 digs! Get the fuck off me! I don't want alien children!
What the fuck is that thing? It looks like a centispider. Well, that's a turn up for the books. Most centispiders are curious but not deadly. But I'll have to look it up to be sure.
Never mind what it is! Get the fuck off me!
It looks like some kind of multi-legged, spidery limpet mollusk. It's certainly unique. Well, I've never seen a member of that family before.
I don't care if it's a member of the fucking Osmonds family. Get it off me! Wait, I've got an idea. I'll just take off this boot and catch it like a spider. Oh yeah! Drowned in my sweaty ash juice, bitch.
Ugh, that's disgusting.
I know, it smells bad too. Still, it killed the little cunt. Okay, downloads are done. I'm coming back.
Well, the data doesn't tell us where we are, but it does show that the hold is full of eggs. If we could pick one up, we'd make a lot of credits. Unknown species egg for the Galaxy Zoo. I'm going to keep searching the navigation data. You just go and grab an egg. This could be the best Christmas we've ever had, Fanny.
What do you want me to do? Go in there and ask nicely for a dozen medium brown and a yoghurt? I've done everything we need to do, and despite nearly being impregnated, we've got what we came for. So let's fuck off out of here, and maybe we can spend the rest of the Christmas in sunshine.
Well, we came here to find new species. That's a new species, and it's worth a fair few credits. It'll take you 10 minutes. You'll have to cut your way in.
No dicks in jungles. No strange winged wankers flying into my face. Just scan, you said. Grabbing an egg isn't fucking scanning, Willy Stroker. Grabbing an egg is going in there and coming out with my fanny flaps acting like a hand glider. And that's before it fucks me and eats my brains.
It's just an egg. It's not going to bite your brains out. It'd have to find some first anyway. It's not going to kill you or suck your tits off. It's just an egg.
Oh, there you go, with promises you can't keep again.
I can promise to refill your Galazon card, though.
Ooh, you told me you'd never fill that again. Not after the last time.
You tried to buy a mercenary army and take over Lave.
If only they would have done next day delivery to Deso. I swear I had the perfect plan.
You be grateful that you're not spending time in federal penitentiary.
Everyone tries to take over Lave at some point. Right, I'll get you the fucking egg. Consider it your Christmas present for this year. This shit is harder to break into than your bank account. I think I'm just about through. Fuck me, that's a lot of eggs. I just need to widen this hole. Grabbing the auto trigger now. Strap it on.
Well, we only need one, so just be careful.
Sorry, it's just a few thousand breakages. Still plenty left. We only need one, right?
What was that?
Sorry, didn't eat today. I'll move my microphone. Right, I'm grabbing the egg now.
I can still hear that noise.
Oh no, there's fucking hundreds of them!
Hundreds of what?
Leggy spidery bastards with pointy sucky things. They don't look friendly. Ah, get off me, you penis-faced spidery cunt. He's trying to crawl in my asshole.
Probably mistaken it for your face. Just calm down, it's probably harmless.
Get the fuck off my ass! It's like trying to peel open a packet of supermarket bacon getting these little shits off. Right, that does it.
What was that?
Flamethrower.
We don't own a flamethrower. They're banned in nearly every system.
Correction. You don't own a flamethrower. And we don't even know what system this is. So it's perfectly legal to...
You can't just go around eliminating the fucking natural wildlife of any system with a flamethrower.
Don't you tell me what I can and can't incinerate, Willy Stroker. I don't see you down here getting your ass invaded. Right. That's the lot.
The lot? I said one egg. Was one egg too much to ask?
Well, I wasn't taking any chances. I quite like my arsehole the way it is, unprobed by aliens and still able to hold a stool.
What about my egg?
It's quite tasty. I love me some scramby egg. You got any pepper? I'll save you some. There's quite a lot of it.
You just scrambled an entire unknown alien species for your breakfast?
Oh, no, not all of them. Some of them were boiled, and I think the ones over there are lightly poached.
Well, at least I won't get fined for this one. Right, get back here. So much for a rare egg discovery, and I still don't know where in the galaxy we are. So much for an easy scan mission. Some Christmas vacation this is turning into.
Hey, there's a sign here. It says property of Xanon's Levery Egg Farm PLC.
Well, I just worked out where we are. You need to get the fuck back here right now.
Hold on to your toupee for fuck's sake. There's more. It says trespassers will be hunted down and killed. Then it's signed by all the 4 major powers?
Yes, you've made the point. Get the fuck back here now.
Look, Nobody even knows we're here. Why the mad panic?
We're in the middle of Zeont's leathery egg farms. I think everyone in the system knows we're here. I wondered what those little blips on the radar were. Turns out it's 20 attack ships heading this way.
Oh, that's nice. I hear the Outer Rim is nice this time of year. Lots of wide open spaces and empty planets.
Funny you should say that. I was just thinking the same thing. Just once, it would be nice if we could complete a cataloguing mission without spending the next 4 months in the arse end of nowhere waiting for the heat to die down. Well, that's 4 more months of tedium. I'll get the Napoleon costume.
There are many Christmas traditions that have endured well into the 33rd century. Giving unwanted gifts, spending time with family members, so you don't forget how much you hate them, getting off your face at the Christmas party, and pooing in your producer's desk drawer.
You what?
But the most baffling tradition of them all is the jolly fat bearded man in a red suit who climbs down your drive cone and distributes gifts while you're sleeping. I mean, how is he supposed to fit in his remlock with that beard? In a remarkable lapse of corporate judgment, McThargoids have engaged the service of David Brubin to stand in for dear old Santa and listen to the children's Christmas wishes.
You shat my drawer, you filthy bastard.
Oh, good Lord, Michelle, how much did I drink at that Christmas party? My body has swelled up and gone completely red. You don't look so good yourself. You've got very wooden and your toes have curled up.
These are costumes, your saintliness. If you remember, we agreed with McThargoids that you would appear as Satan Clare and I would be in my shelf costume.
Oh, yes, of course. I remember I was chatting up that green-haired hottie, and then the next thing I remember is waking up here. You wouldn't happen to have a number by any chance?
That green-haired hottie is your yucca-plant, your hungoverness. You passed out, so I took the liberty of dressing you and had you wheeled here.
Ah, yes. I wonder why my wife fronts were on backwards. Still, an extra 2 weeks before I need to change them.
Are you ready to see the children, your Christmasness? I'm not sure I can hold the little bastards off any longer.
Look out, Michelle! Get your gun! There's a horde of murderous-looking midgets at the door trying to get in. The hobbits are attacking. I always knew it would end this way. Protect my ring, Michelle!
Those are the children of the station, your gloriousness. They will come here one by one and tell you their Christmas wishes, and then you, in your wisdom, will give them an unwanted gift to crush their dreams. We have several novelty mugs and a voucher for 50% off at McThargoids.
Well, make sure they don't come too close. I wouldn't want to catch anything.
Alas, your comfiness, you must sit them on your knee.
Sit them on my knee? Have you gone completely mad, Michelle? I can't have children sitting on my knee. What would people say?
It is in the contract, your giftingness. You have to sit them on your knee and give them a present. And then we need you to smile for the photograph.
Oh, very well. Bring on the little heathens. Let's get it over with. All right, I'm ready, Michelle. Hello, little, Michelle, what is it?
It's a girl, your magnificence.
A girl, eh? Oh, well, we can't all be perfect. Hello, little girl. What would you like for Christmas?
Hello, Santa. Can I please have a bio-waste shoot doll?
Michelle, what the hell is a bio-waste shoot doll?
It is a very popular and rare toy that parents have been murdering each other to get their hands on. But we only pass on their wishes to the real Santa and give them a gift from out of your sack.
I've got something much better than that, little girl. Let's see. What do I have in my large sack? Ah, aren't you a lucky one? A fine mug. On your way, child.
Wanker.
Hello, little girl.
I believe that is the other type of girl, your imperialness.
Ah, boy. Do you want to sit on my knee?
No, you fucking pedo. Just give me my fucking present.
Listen here, you midget shit. You will sit on my knee and smile at my assistant, or this will be the last fucking Christmas you ever see. Michelle! Michelle, this one is leaking on me!
May I suggest a less confrontational attitude, your excellency?
I guess you're right, Michelle. Call her the next spoiled brat. I think I've got the hang of this now. Next! Michelle, fuck me. Look at the size of this bugger. Hello, young man. Can you hear me up there? What would you like for Christmas? Would you like to sit on my knee? Michelle, get him off me, I can't breathe!
Father Christmas, my time has come. I have written a list of my demands, which you will make happen this instant.
And just what are you demanding on this list, young sir? No, don't tell me. I know just the thing a strapping young man like you would require. Me...
I want an assault rifle, knuckle dusters, and your beard.
I don't have a toy rifle. I've got this jolly-shaped mug that looks like a burger.
Not a toy. I want a real assault rifle and explosive ammunition. I will not leave until you give in to my demands. Give me that beard.
Look, I can't give you a rifle, but what I have here, it's a lovely single-use knuckle duster. Just put your fingers in the handle and you can have a smashing time. Next!
Ah, now, sir, we have an older child. This child is very special, you're gifting this. He is a bit different from the other children.
Oh, look, he's brought a small crowd with him. How lovely. What's that he's waving around? Michelle! Michelle! Another one of those midgets is leaking!
I want you all to put your hands in the air and move into the elves' grotto.
Look, Sonny, come sit on my knee and I'll give you a lovely mug.
Put your fucking hands up, you imbecile. This is a hostage situation.
Michelle, little bugger has gone completely mad. Just how special is he? Did he come up here in a blue ship?
You had better do what he says, your hostageness. He is the terrorist Hank Copper, and he doesn't look very Christmassy, your excellency.
What do you want, you fiend?
I have written a list of demands. If you don't want your station to form the next meteorite shower, then I suggest you fulfill them all.
Michelle, are you sure he isn't a child? He's written a Christmas list for St. Clair.
One of my favourite games at Christmas is the giving and receiving of gifts. I'm very much a receiver. It's far easier to just take it and accept your fate. The aim of the give and take game is to distribute any old shit that you received during the previous festivities and hopefully receive something better in turn. Roger Fourboys, a disgraced former priest and budgie smuggler, has a very different idea of giving and receiving when it comes to his young cabin boy. But Sebastian is just not taking the hint.
Merry Christmas, Sebastian. Oh, how I wish that this wonderful evening would never end. The meal was simply delightful.
Oh, yes, I'm completely stuffed.
Oh, Sebastian, if only you could fit a little something more in you.
I couldn't eat another thing, but you can certainly pack it in. I've never seen someone eat a whole turkey before.
Oh, Sebastian, the food was delightful. I would eat anything that has been in your hands. Your soft hands.
Well, they won't be soft for much longer with all the chopping and peeling I had to do, and have the washing up to do in the morning. I'd best be going off to bed.
Sebastian, must you go? Stay a little longer. It's past midnight. Why don't we unwrap our gifts?
Oh, I suppose so. I've been looking forward to giving you yours.
Oh, Sebastian, you have no idea how much I wanted to give you one too. I don't think I can wait any longer.
Is this it?
Yes. Why don't you open it?
Oh, truffles. Very nice.
They're not just truffles, my dear boy. They are Karicha love truffles. A powerful aphrodisiac that can drive any man mad with lust.
Oh, I'd better save them till I have port leave. It's not like I'll ever need them here.
Nonsense, my boy. They are a delicious treat. You should have them now.
No, Roger. I told you I'm completely stuffed. If I eat anything else, I'll yak it up. Let me get your present.
Oh, well, never mind then.
Here you go, Roger. I hope you like it. I know you've been dropping hints all month.
Ooh, what could it be? It looks very impressive. It's nearly a foot long and has a nice girth to it and a rubbery texture.
Do you like it? It's a rubberized for grip and it's got all sorts of special features.
It's a torch, Sebastian. What would I want with a torch?
But you've been dropping hints. Have you seen my flashlight? I can't find my flashlight. I think I might have left it in the shower.
No, Sebastian. Fleshlight. I wanted a fleshlight.
Oh, look, it's got an emergency beacon and it broadcasts SOS in Morse code and it vibrates.
Actually, Sebastian, I think I can find a good use for it.
What's the flashlight?
Cruises for retirees are fashionable again, and Red Planet Taxis has been quick to cash in on the wrinkly credit with their Palaver Tour series, which allows old duffers to travel the galaxy, soaking up local cultures where someone is always there to translate for them. You get proper food and a nice soft bed. I wish I had a bed. I have to sleep under my desk, you know. Wouldn't be so bad if I didn't have to share with the rats. Alice, the stun gun! That bastard is nibbling on my nuts again!
Good morning, everyone. Once again, thank you for choosing Red Planet Taxi Services for your Over 100s Palaver Tour. My name is Trace. Hiya! And I'd like to welcome you aboard our beluga liner, the Big Red Taxi. This liner is in the top 100% of liners in its class. This Christmas cruise will be going around Barnard Star before finishing at the North Pole in Seoul with a visit to Santa Claus. I hope you all have your wetsuits. Now, safety first before you all start rushing off to the loo. In the unlikely event of cabin decompression, a retrieval wallet will drop in front of you. Please climb inside and zip it up as fast as you can. No, we don't have a Velcro option. Yes, they are waterproof. I don't know why they call that retrieval wallet though. It's just a big yellow body bag, but it does help to keep all the bits in one place. So that'd be nice for your families, won't it? It is not unusual for some passengers to feel a little nauseous during the transition to zero gravity, and for this purpose, you will find the pocket in front of you contains a branded sick bag. Except for Moira, who has a Tesco bag for life. Because we don't want a repeat of yesterday, do we, Moira? Poor Colin. She was sick all down the back of his... Oh dear. You're still quite upset about that, aren't you, Colin? Well, I would too. Cranberry sauce isn't easy to get out of whites, is it? Anyway, that's why Moira's in the front row today. Oh, love, you still got some of it on your flight, Sue. Wet wipes are available for the reasonable price of 4 credits each, although it looks like you're going to need the whole pack. For our first-class passengers, we will be around shortly with a selection of hot beverages. Well, tea and coffee. Still, better than economy. They just get a tea bag to suck on. We also provide complimentary biscuits, but not bourbons, because they're Chantal's favourite, and she's eaten them all. Really, cow. No, I didn't. It was you. Bloody was. Fat cow. Oh, don't get all blubbery on me, Chantal. You've got a wonderful figure, babes. As long as you like the figure 8. So, you all have a copy of our itinerary, rating our schedule for the day. So I'm just going to run through it all with you now, so you know where you are. What? Barnard Star, love. Day 1 of the tour. You're going to visit Santa. Santa. Big red blow. White beard, large sack. Oh, now you know. Anyway, our first visit will be to the Aquatic Centre on Barnard Star 2, where, after a short toilet stop, you can see the sea mammals. Fishes, cephalopods, cellophane, sellotape, tapeworm, jellyfish, jelly rolls, jelly shots, and crabs of all varieties. Yes, Mildred. No, love, no condom fishing. You're thinking of Birmingham World. Yes, Norman? I think you can catch crabs more than once. There's no limit. After a visit to the gift shop and the toilet break, we will cruise the delightful planetary rings of Barnard Star 5, where we will stop for lunch on the observation deck and a toilet break. In the afternoon, we have 2 stops. First at the Planet Cook, where there will be a low-G Zumba class followed by another toilet break. Then in the auditorium, a lecture on zero-G gardening. Oh, how lovely! From there it's on to Birmingham World for a quick tour of the Silver's Claim facility. I say quick because it's a shithole and I don't want to stay there too long in case to catch something. Yes, Norman? Yes, you can catch crabs at Silver's Claim as well. And a few other things besides. Speaking of catching something, there will be supervised condom fishing and a visit to the shopping trolley reef in the Waste Reclamation Centre. No, I think you have to throw black-red nobblers back, as they're quite rare and we don't want to disturb their ecosystem. But if you do catch crabs down there, you can keep them. Shant's still got hers from our last tour. Ain't that right, babe? Oh, I know they're your favourite, Mildred, but you can still watch them bobbing in the tanks. From there, it's back on the ship, decontamination shower, toilet again. Dinner will be Thargoid Thermidor. Ooh, very tasty. And then we're off to Seoul to see Santa, everyone. Won't that be exciting? As always, the toilets will be open until we jump, and if you need more fluids, Chance is available for cocktails in the rear. This evening's entertainment will be bingo in the lounge or a mariachi jazz band tea dance in the ballroom. That doesn't take your fancy? We have a comfy selection of wingback chairs in the lounge for you to snooze and drool into. No, the ballroom. The ball pit's still closed. They haven't finished cleaning up after Bernard's accident. How is your stomach now, Bernard? All settled down? What? Oh, I'm sure it'll pass soon. You know what I mean? Tell you what, why don't you come and sit by the window near the loos? There's a free seat just behind Colin. Oh, for God's sake, Bernard. Chantal, clean up an aisle too, love. You grab the squeegee and I'll get the super mop. Oh, that's us. Seatbelts fastened for takeoff. Stefan, doors to automatic, love. Shant, get that off the floor quick before it starts slapping the passengers. And we are off. Oh, Moira. I'll get you another bag, love. Oh my God, how many pigs and blankets did you have? These haven't even been chewed, Moira. Never mind, I'll get Chantal to dig them out for economy. They won't mind, they can have them with chips. Right, tea, coffee, coffee, tea, tea, coffee, coffee, tea.
The terrorist attack on McThargoids in the Nakatomi Tower section of the station is not going well. There is a fly in the ointment, the monkey in the wrench, the dog end in the beer can, the pain in the ass, the dildo in the nostril, the sexy handcuffs, whips, chain, and torture rack in my dungeon. I can go on all day, you know. No, Alice, no, it's not time for the chicken yet. Put it away. Right, where was I? Yes, Federation Security Officer Hans Supp has been crawling around the ventilation shafts with his weapon in hand. He's already knocked several out, and he's ready for the happy ending.
Listen, number 2, where the fuck are my privates? I was in the shower when the terrorist struck, and now I'm having to crawl around these ventilation shafts completely naked without support from my privates. Have you any idea how tight this place is? It's taking me far too long to penetrate in here. I need my seamen to come immediately.
You're going to struggle to get the seamen out tonight. They've been out for hours. Most of the force has been plastered on the floor of the Thargoid bar for the last 3 hours. It's Christmas Eve.
Come out to Holler City. We'll get together, have a few laughs.
Sir, is there any chance you could, tuck that thing in somewhere? It keeps reverberating off the air vent. I'm just saying, it keeps playing Frere Jacques as you crawl. You might want to keep it quiet, sir. This is a hearing humour we're dealing with after all.
What do you mean, keep quiet? It's impossible to be quiet crawling through a fucking ventilation shaft with a documentary crew dragging all their equipment around behind you. I can't help it if I'm scraping the sides. There isn't much lubrication in here, number 2. Number 2, can you hold? I have another call coming through. Don't you dare go anywhere.
Svanslucher, have you found him yet? I want him dead.
Groper, I might have known. So it's you who made my hair conditioner fly out of the station. Well, Svanslucher isn't available right now. I surprised him. Well, he was certainly surprised when I jumped out at him with my cock hanging out. I pushed him into the burger grinder. I guess you could say he's my chum now. I also took his large weapon from his pants. I'm armed now, Groper, and if I catch you, I'm going to pump my weapon's contents right into your ugly mush.
Not before this McThargoid and all its occupants are freeze-dried in the vacuum of space. Where are my detonators, Hans? Bring them to me, and nobody has to get hurt. They came here for a burger, not a bugger. Don't make me bugger them, Hans.
Oh yes, I'll bring them to you. I'm going to personally shove them up your arsehole. Then I'm going to fashion a rudimentary timer out of your beating heart, and the next time you'll fart, you'll hit light speed. We have you surrounded, Hank, My semen will be all over you in a matter of minutes.
I know when you're bluffing. I saw your seamen and your privates. Weak and pathetic. I've never seen my smaller privates in my life. I'm going to count to 5, and then I'm going to start shooting hostages. 1, 2.
Can you hold, please? I've got another call. Don't go anywhere. I'll be right back to you.
Hey, don't you put me on hold. I swear I'll shoot this hostage.
Yeah, but I have to answer this call.
Get your hands away from that button. I'm warning you.
If I don't answer this call, you're not getting your detonators and I'm not getting my privates back.
Hello, my name is Sanjay Patel. I'm calling from Lakon Space Base.
Are you the hostage negotiator?
No, I'm...
The Federation of Investigations?
No.
The Barnard Star Intelligence Agency?
No.
I need you to get hold of my privates. I need my seamen if there's going to be any shooting. I need you to send them to the Nakatomi Tower section.
No, I'm calling about your Sidewinder's extended warranty.
Jesus fucking Christ! Get off the fucking line! Guys, can you stay back? I don't think the vent can take the weight of all of us.
Oh, shush. Pretend we're not here. Don't break the fourth wall.
I'm more worried about breaking this fucking fence.
Hands up.
You got me. How did you find out my name?
No, put your hands up.
Shit! Forgot about that.
Still the cowboy, eh? Well, this time, Gary Cooper does not walk off into the sunset with Grace Kelly.
That was John Wayne, asshole.
No, really, it was Gary Cooper and Grace Kelly in High Noon.
Oh? I thought Gary Cooper walked off with John Wayne.
Enough jokes. It's nearly the end of the show.
You'd have made a pretty good cowboy yourself, Hank.
Oh, yes. What was it you said to me before? Yippee-ki-yay, motherfucker.
Enjoy your trip, Hank, and watch out for the Christmas tree. Fucking hell, this is going to take a whole day. It's only 0.14 Gs. Don't worry, Hank. I'll take the elevator and meet you at the bottom.
Michelle, what's that thing falling at 3 miles per hour? It's headed right for the Christmas tree. Stop it at once.
He's landing on the tree.
If he ruins my Christmas tree, I'll make him put it up himself.
Ooh, it must be Christmas. Someone remove that twig from that man's rectum and give him a cable. Time to flick these lights on.
Oh, the Docker show was frightful, not one fucking thing delightful. Since we fuck all to go, yes, we know that the show fucking blows. The show was completely tasteless. The cast a bunch of wasters. It made me want to throw. Yes, we know that the show fucking blows. When the curtain goes down tonight, how you'll hate everything that you heard. You'll never again feel right after hearing this audio turd. Your sanity is slowly dying. You're gibbering and you're crying. Off the asylum you go. Yes, we know that this show fucking blows.
You have been listening to a gala production of Swan Lake by Gisgard Raskin and Pyotr Tchaikovsky. The part of the Swan was played by Gordon Ramsay and the Lake by Greg Lake of Emerson, Lake and Palmer. Cannon fire was provided by the combined arses of the Clenay Male Arse Choir, with additional kazoo from random strangers off the street. Scenery was provided by a rabid mongoose. Alice, did you lose my notes again? I told you. I can tell when you're trying to write 21st century dialogue. The Marvel version of Swan Lake hasn't happened yet. That's 23rd century. They don't even have 4D TV in the 21st, and Gordon Ramsay still has a body. Honestly, I don't know how they survived back then. Well, many of them didn't. I mean, World War III wipes out 43% of them. What? Oh, bugger, the Prime Directive, Alice. I mean, you just spoiled a movie that isn't made for another 200 years. What about all the actual fine folks who made this fine production? What are the charities going to think? Well, lucky for you, I kept my own list. Right, start the music again. You have been listening to Beyond Docker's Charity Christmas Special, a mildly amusing comedy written by Simon Winard, Paulo Rodriguez and Mia Harkness, with additional spelling and grammar corrections from people who actually know how to English. The sound was mangled into some legibility by Psycho Cow and LCU, with additional moans and groans from the crew. The majority of the script was read out in a soundproof private room, well away from pesky crotch goblins who still ask stupid questions like, "What the fuck are you doing?" Part of Abbott Boys was played by David Pearce as May Swallow, Head and Lister. Pirates were Ben Mosswood and Draxel. David was played by Keith Os Wilkins, Michelle by John Jackson, LCU by Paul Rodriguez. The girl was played by Belinda Bateson, the boy by Paulo Rodriguez. Willie was Peter Wotherspoon, Fanny, Belinda Bateson, Trace, Mia Harkness, Roger, Sean Pond, Sebastian, Chris Watwin, Finn, Robbie Lister, Jack, Ben Moss Woodward, Michael Caine, John Fletcher, and me, Ian M. Norman, as the narrator.
So the rumours are true. I'm glad I found you first. Hello? I said, so the rumours are true. I'm glad I found you first. Hello? Hello? Where the fuck is everyone? Shit. Hello? Is that the fuel rats? This is Commander Ed Hunter.
Thank you for calling the fuel rats. All our operatives are busy right now. Please hold while I try to connect you.
Oh, for fuck's sake! I'm just gonna have to make my own Bioway shoot doll. That's good enough.